What's up, guys? So I'm going to be walking through my faith story, and I'm going to be splitting up to 3 different videos. We split up to spectating, the participant, and the present. And that's just going to be going over where I am when I was a child all the way up to I am present day, to how I am through Christ. And the first thing that we're going to go over today is the spectating. And I can say this in the easiest way, is that I grew up in a family that always went to church every single Sunday. And as a child, I was like, why do I have to go to church on Sunday when I could just be at home? I was never really understanding what was going on. I just thought it was something normally that we did, and we just go to church, and I would get to do all the cool stuff, and I would go get to eat lunch with my parents every once in a while at lunch and with the brunch and everything. And I would go to church, and it would be something where I was like, okay, where's the toys and where all the games that we play at Sunday church? And I truly grew up to that person to have the ability to say, okay, why am I here? What am I doing? Because if I just sitting here every single day bored out of my mind, I'm always wondering what I'm doing. And I'll tell you this, that just starting something in your life, no matter what it is, going to church or anything, you're going to have the ability to start somewhere and have the ability to grow as Christ. Even in the beginning, sometimes this feels confusing of why is this God real? That's what I thought as a child. I'm like, is this God real? Am I truly going to church for a real purpose? And when I was a child, I was like, okay, Mom, Dad, what's going on? Why do I have to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday when I should be resting and sleeping, and so that I can have a great rest of the week, so I'm all rested up? And my parents really had a good way of explaining and saying that one day you'll understand why, and you have the ability to look back and say, okay, this is the reason why you are the person you are today, and how you have grown to Christ to who you are now. So my most vivid memory of actually opening up the Bible when I was a child was in elementary school. I was going to this after school thing that was just for Christians in the school, and I remember opening up the Bible, and the one verse we had to remember was John 3:16, and it quotes, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so whoever believes in him shall perish and have everlasting life." And for me at that time, I was like, okay, this is a lot right now. I'm reading out of a book that seems to have a lot of words, and it seems to take a lot to take in as a younger person. So that verse really stuck with me all the way up to who I am today. And to say that God died on the cross and he saved so that we'll never perish and we'll have everlasting life with him is something that truly planted a seed in me. This video is done now, and I highly encourage you guys to come back for part 2, where I truly actually have the ability to say, this is where I actually found Christ and how I had the ability to grow to who I am today. So see you guys in the second video where we're talking about me being a participant of Christ.